Hey Internet, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the Jongravesshow Show. Finally, the greatest TV show has come back on the air. And I'm not talking about Game of Thrones, even though that has way more awards than this one, I do believe. Walking Dead Season 6, Episode 9 finally is out. And yeah, they take back what is theirs, as this episode kind of really did show off a lot of very, 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 very crazy things to happen to every character. Or at least the first half is way more character and what is going on with them, to pretty much the latter half is more or less just them taking back what was theirs. Now, honestly, this episode does sort of start off very, very, very hilariously with Daryl, with Daryl, Sasha, and Abraham being stopped by these crazy bikers who pretty much want to kill them and take all of their stuff. However, you know, the main biker guy does sort of make a mistake and send a guy with Daryl into the back, because, you know, Daryl instantly kills him, takes a rocket launcher, and blows up the rest of the bikers after he threatened to kill Abraham and Sasha. So yeah, that was a wonderful opening that I really wanted to rewind like 7 times, but of course I couldn't, because of course, you know, greatness and all that. But as this episode continues, it shows pretty much like what is going on with Rick and pretty much Ron's family as they walk along this whole like slew of zombies. And of course, Gabriel takes Judith and takes her to the church. But then slowly after that, Sam kind of has a little miniature breakdown, which sort of gets him killed, and also gets his mother killed. In which that's when, you know, Carl was trying to force her to let go of his arm, because he was about to get bit too, because any little sound that they make will get them attacked by a zombie. And of course, that's when you know, Rick has to cut off her arm, and then that's when Ron takes this chance of all times to try and kill Rick, which does get him a sword prompted in his back. But there's something that there's something that happens that I thought that that maybe would never have happened, which was that Carl got shot in his right eye. And when he got shot in his right eye, that kind of led me to sort of believe, like, okay, we're at the halfway point of this Alexandria storyline, or at least like we are like at a good one third of the Alexandria storyline. So best case scenario is that after this, things are really about to start getting hectic and real. But back onto the review though. It's like, when that happened, I really was thinking to myself, why did Ron take this time of all times to try and kill Rick when honestly he knows that his mother and brother just died. But then again, you know, you kind of can't help stupid, or at least like teenage stupid. So, you know, that's pretty much sort of how it led to his death. Now, cutting over back to whatever happened with Denise Wolfman, Carol and Morgan. Whatever happened with them, Morgan and Carol sort of had their words, and of course Morgan was saying that he doesn't want people to kill, and obviously he doesn't want them to kill because of what Eastman taught him about the whole thing of Aikido and all life is precious. But the problem with that is that he was talking to a guy who really didn't care about life, and he just wanted to kill things because it just sort of got him by. And it was difficult for him to sort of pass that ideology on to other people who pretty much saw the evils in the world. So, of course, or at least they saw just as much as him. So, you know, it's very difficult to sort of get that across. And of course, Carol, she does say that she should have killed him, but yeah. But then cutting back over to Denise and Wolfman. Wolfman was, I believe, his whole plan for Denise was that he wanted her to leave with him so that he can show her how so that he can show her how to survive on her own, and pretty much show her the ideology of the wolf people, I guess. Which really doesn't last all that long because, you know, because she was dragging her feet, he does get bit. And as he's trying to help her get to the infirmary so that they can fix that arm, he gets shot by Carol, but in the process saves Denise's life and, you know, is put out of his misery by Morgan. You know, and after this part, this is when everything just breaks down and just turns into a gigantic brawl. Because after Denise gets back and she gets everything set up for Carl and she seals up his eye and all this other stuff, you know, because like she does some quick surgery to sort of like fix his eye up so that he doesn't lose any blood. Rick goes out, he goes full Rambo mode at first and charges out and destroys a good chunk of those zombies to where that everybody else who was with him and everybody else who was in their houses who were left. They came out with him and they pretty much took out every single last piece of like the zombies upon the main road, and they slowly started to work their way down. To which that after that, everything else was just a domino effect. Because at this point, Glenn and Edith were desperately trying to save Maggie, to which that they did, and to which that Glenn had to be saved by Abraham, Sasha, and Daryl. To which that the other plan was that, okay, we have a lot of gasoline, pour the gasoline into the river or the water canal and set it on fire. Second that they set it on fire, all the zombies who were sort of attracted to the fire, or at least like the sound of the fire, they ran into the lake, burned themselves up, and died. And after that, everything else sort of just worked out like in the end. Pretty much, if you look at it from the outside, it's sort of like, why didn't they do this like in the first place? But honestly, when you think about it, it's like, well, they kind of needed a few more materials in terms of them just running out, just randomly swinging and killing all of these zombies. And also, again, as Rick said it himself when he was talking to Carl, is the fact that their small group probably could have taken down like a good herd of zombies, but the only reason why he didn't really want to try that earlier is because of the fact that he never trusted the people in Alexandria. And what they showed that night when they all came out and they joined them and like and taking back what was theirs from all of these zombies, it actually showed them all to be pretty capable like as a defensive town, and that if they do have to deal with another herd in the future, if those walls, if they ever go down again, they can easily like just whack all of them away. Like, because I think there's over over 20 people, 30 people left in that town. So pretty much like with a number like that, and they know what they have and all the rest of the other stuff, it really would have helped them to sort of take out any outside force that does try to come in and take anything from them. So really that is something to sort of think about. But I'll catch you guys on the next Jongravesshow Show. Please keep watching anime, keep playing video games, and I'll catch you guys on the next Jongravesshow Show. And tell me what you think about this down there in the comment section. I'm out.